sugar is not released from blood. So one bowl of salad with every meal is very good. And generally eat foods which don't release sugar fast in the blood. Means eat low glycemic food. So you can have a pizza, but don't make it a habit. You can have it once a month. You can have fried foods. You can have pastries, whatever. But restrict it to very little with awareness that it harms your system in the long run. You take one pastry, it contains calories. At least the big ones you take, it contains 600 calories. What you need every day is around 1800 to 2000 calories every day. Out of which you are getting 600 in one pastry only, no nutrition. All you are getting is color, preservatives, additives in the pastry, empty calories. This is all you are getting. Calories. You walk from Nariman Point to Chowpatty, you burn 350 to 400 calories. One pastry you get 600 calories. Every day you need around 2000 calories. If you will start accumulating calories in your body, and it's up to 7000 calories, increase 1 kilo of body weight. That means it's very easy to increase 1 kilo of body weight. Actually burn it out, and that is very difficult. And even if you manage to do it, you may not lose weight the place you want to lose. In your hands then. So it becomes very difficult. So it is better to restrict your intake of calories. Second thing is eat 4 times a day. Means not the quantity you normally eat 2 times. Eat small meals 4 times a day. Don't have 2 nice meals daba ke twice a day. Generally what happens, we have a heavy meal in the morning and then we go and at night home and again have a heavy meal. So we have 2 meals a day. But you should distribute it as far as possible over 4 meals. Means in the morning eat like a king when your metabolism is high. In the afternoon eat like an ordinary man. And in the night eat like a beggar. Means quantity wise. It is said that after sunset don't generally eat only much. Religious texts also teach us not to eat much after sunset. But I go home only after sunset. So what do? At least I should not eat those foods that release sugar in the blood. Means I should avoid carbohydrates. I should eat salad, something which is very light for the system. So eat 4 times a day. Second thing is avoid excess food intake. We generally have a habit of eating in excess. We eat till our appetite is satisfied, but that is not how much the body needs. Now, how we must eat? We must eat half of our 1/4 appetite, means half the stomach filled with food. 1/4 stomach and 1/4 the stomach keep empty. It's like a local train in the morning. If the compartment is fully packed and there's no place to move, we do our stomachs the same treatment. How does the food get digested if it comes also? So we must stomach. So always get up from your meal feeling a little hungry. That is the best way. If you will get up and you will still feel कि मुझे थोड़ी भूख बाकी है, you will be very active throughout the day. Your mind will be active. You will think better. You will walk better. You will move better. You will again slow down. A little hungry, and make that a habit actually. Then one law of nutrition: chew your food 32 times. Actually, grandfathers, fathers used to say this and we used to laugh, we used to think 32 teeth, so 32 times. No, it's not that. Means what they say is how long as possible. Why? Especially for diabetics, because sugar is digested only in the mouth. The saliva produces an enzyme which is called ptyalin. Ptyalin digests the sugar in the mouth. So sugar is digested in the mouth. Keep it for a longer time, of sugar takes place. So that is one reason. So if you chew your food more, it stays longer. Second thing, if you chew your food more, it breaks up into smaller and smaller and smaller pieces. pieces are easy to digest than big boulders anyway. Third thing, if you chew your food more, you will get more surface area on the food. You cut an apple in 2, you get 2 areas. You cut it in 4, you get 4. You cut it in 8, you get 8 areas. And digestion takes place only on the surface. So more, it up into small bits, you can get more nutrition out of the same food. And one very important fact, there is a connection between the brain and the stomach. When I start eating, I know I am eating, but my brain does not know I am eating. Brain comes to know that the food is going in the stomach only after 15 minutes. If I eat very fast, chew my food very fast, swallow it down, in 15 minutes I have always overeaten. So if I chew my food a lot, what happens? It takes me more than 15 minutes. Brain automatically signals to shut off the appetite and eat no more. So I never overeat. That is why it is very important to chew your food. There is, and that is in Marathi. It is bhakri. Bhakri piya means the chapati which you have. Bite it so much that it becomes a liquid and you drink it. And your liquids which drink them so slowly as if they are solids. If you follow this one nutrition, 50% of bimari will not come to you only. And the last thing to keep healthy, supplement your diet with whatever is deficient in your food. If my food is deficient in calcium, take a calcium supplement. Let us not be prejudiced because your body says what I want today only. If you don't complain, but on very price which you will not be able to pay then. Porosis, and I will suffer a lot. Actually, we don't take much care of our health. I'll tell you an incident in South Africa, how monkeys are captured. You know what they do? A very simple procedure. There is through which the monkey can put his hand, and at the end of the pipe there's a glass bowl in which there are peanuts. So the monkey sees the peanuts, hand in the pipe, and it catches the peanuts. But once it catches the peanuts, it cannot take its hand out because the diameter has become more. The pipe is very thin. Unless it leaves the peanuts and pulls the hand out the same way, it cannot pull its hand out. But the monkey does not leave the peanuts. Usko peanuts bhi chahiye aur uska freedom bhi chahiye. But it does not leave. It sees the hunter coming, but it won't leave the peanuts. And finally it is caught. So the monkey has given up its freedom. For what? For peanuts only. Same way, health we give up for what? For peanuts, for one pizza and one cold drink and one this and one that which we like, and we give up the value of health which we realize, oh, if I had improved myself a few years ago, I would not be depressed and troubling so many people today. See, if you avoid sugar in your life, life will become far more sweeter actually. Sugar knocks out the body. Sugar is a thing which just the body is not used to. It knocks out. If you have fruit juices, don't think it is good because it is natural. You are concentrating all the fruits in a meal. Supposing I take a juice of orange, I'll need 6 oranges to make it. 6 oranges I am going to eat over a period of 2 days, two like that. And I am going to distribute sugar along with the fiber and the natural part of the orange. Here I just take out the fructose from the concentrated in my body. So even these things are not so healthy to be taken regularly. God has made an apple, eat an apple. God has not made apple juice. So don't have apple juice, have the apple instead. Second thing, oil. Oil is the greatest enemy today. Nowadays what happens, we are very wise. We buy that 15 kilo because it's economical. It's actually the most expensive thing you have bought in your life. Because when you are emptying that can, where are you emptying it? You are emptying it in your body only finally. Actually when you buy a 15 kilo can, empty it in a 2 kilo dabba. And dabba on your shelf, and it should last you for a whole month. After 15 days, if more than half that dabba is used, it means you are using more oil than what your body can cope up with. So this is one more thing.